Hey guys, welcome back. I guess this is my third video or something like that, not counting that other one. That was kind of a side video. But anyways, here we are. These questions all came from Ray Charles in Charge on Tumblr. You could probably find her in my following somewhere, I don't know. If not, I don't know. I'll post a link on this like I always do. But these questions came from her, and they're actually pretty good questions. So, I wish I had more people to thank for questions, but she was the only one that sent in any. So, there you go. Um, so we'll just go ahead and get started. First question was, what are your favorite breakup songs? And that's going to take me a while to kind of go through my library and figure out, all those good ones, but there are quite a few that I rather enjoy, making myself depressed with. So I'll go through and I'll actually post a list later on. I don't want to promise anything, but as in today, but I will try my best. I have a lot of things in my agenda today on one of my very few days off. So next question was favorite Christmas songs, and I'm just going to go straight out and say it. I hate Christmas music, and I don't know why, but I've always kind of hated Christmas music. It kind of makes me feel sick for some reason. Plus, it gets way overplayed, and I don't know, it's just very annoying. But it's not too bad in the beginning, but I still don't have any favorites. But damn, a lot of them do get stuck in your head, and I hate it. Third question, famous slash influential people, dead or alive, you wish you could meet. Oh gosh. I always go back to my mom, and she wasn't really either one of those things, but if I could go back, I would definitely go back and meet her. But as far as anyone else goes, Andrew McMahon, there's something inside of me that has to meet him before I die. And I hope that I can at some point. I just want to give him a hug. That's it. I think he deserves that, even though he probably wouldn't let me. But I'm going to try if I ever get the opportunity. And he's kind of really the only person I can think of. I mean, there's probably other people back in history that would have been fun to meet, but I can't really think of any at the moment. So anyways, next question. Favorite childhood book? That's a really good question. When I thought about this, the first one that came to mind was Where the Red Fern Grows, and that book was like the first book that I remember reading that actually like hit me like, wow, that's sad. I never read a book that made me like feel sad before, and that was like the first one. But as far as like favorites go, I mean, Harry Potter hands down. I mean, come on. How can that not be your favorite? There's very few people that would probably say that they didn't like that. And even if it's not your favorite, how could you not like it anyways? So there you go. That's probably my favorite, I'd have to say, from childhood. Well, hello. 5. One food you absolutely cannot stand. And I hope I don't offend anybody when I say this, but I really don't like seafood. There's a few seafood items that I'll delve into, and there's a few sushi items that, I mean, I haven't really tried sushi that much because I really don't like seafood, but there's like some stuff that's not so fishy that I'll eat, but I really don't like seafood, so it's not necessarily that I can't stand it, but I just don't like to dive into it and try it and stuff. It just, I don't know. I have tried stuff and I just don't like it. It's not for me, I guess, but I hope I don't offend anyone when I say that because a lot of people like seafood. But anyways, next question. Favorite video games and video game system. I kind of grew up on Nintendo originally, and so I'm always tempted to say that first. But like when it comes to handheld systems, I'd have to say Nintendo probably. Like I don't have a DS or anything, but back when I was a kid, I played the Game Boy growing up, all the Pokemon games and whatnot. So that just connects me to my childhood. So I'd have to say Nintendo for that reason. But as far as currently, I'd probably have to say Xbox. I was never a huge PlayStation fan, mostly because it was slightly more expensive. But then, of course, in the long run, you have to pay more for the services and whatnot, and all the accessories, which is ridiculous. But I don't know. I just got stuck on the 360, and I don't want to say it's better than PlayStation because you can go here or there with either one. So I'll just be objective on that and say that I just like the Xbox because, that's what I started with when I went from Nintendo to a different game system. So I'll say that. I don't actually have one right now. I did have one, but I left it for my foster brothers when I moved from California to here so they could enjoy it. And part of my moving was hopefully to start focus on getting my life back on track, which I guess has turned out okay. But now I'm considering getting a system again. But some of my favorite games were, of course, Call of Duty. I haven't played any of the new ones in a couple of years, and Halo was always fun. But if I had to go back to like Nintendo, Mario Party was probably one of my favorite games in the whole world. It was just so fun to go play with your best friend and his family and whatever, or just anybody. It's just fun, or it used to be. It kind of, I guess I outgrew it, but I still love it. And a lot of the other Mario games are pretty fun too. So I'll have to say those. I always have a fun time playing those games. So that answers that question. All right, next question. If you could be a character in any TV show, book, or movie, which would you choose and why? Gosh, I probably should have read that one before and thought about it. Well, since we were talking about Harry Potter, I'll just go out and say that I think I would have had a hell of a time being, or I would have a hell of a time being Harry Potter in that movie. I think I'd make a good Harry Potter. That would be so fun. And why? Because I mean, come on, magic and stuff and whatnot. The only thing is I would probably make sure Ron didn't date Hermione, just because I love Emma Watson. But that would be really fun. If I was gonna pick a TV show, I know it was one or the other, but if I was gonna pick a TV show, let's just go off with Family Guy, and I think I'd probably be Stewie. It'd be fun to just be a little bitch to everybody. Okay. Next question. Is there someone specific you want or you would want to be, or you choose to be, or would you choose to be a new character? Oh, okay. I guess that's based off the previous one. Well, I kind of answered that already. I wouldn't mind being a new character in Harry Potter as long as I was a part of the main whole storyline. That would be fun. Maybe I'd be like the fourth person or something like that. That would be awesome. Family Guy, that'd be fun to be a new character too, I guess. I don't know what I would be, but maybe, I don't know. But there you go. Those are that was all of the questions from her. Ray Charles in charge, people. So thank you for sending in those questions. I will continue to do videos, and hopefully, I just want to add, if you guys can come up with any ideas for some sort of show. I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there that kind of do their whole spiel or their little bit. I would love to do something. If you guys can come up with any ideas or anything that you think would be fun, I will gladly take it into consideration, and hopefully I can, get something out there that's more fun than just answering questions through video, especially since you guys have to wait for it. I apologize for that, but hopefully since I finish this work project, I can get back into doing more videos for you guys and answering them faster. So anyways, if you have any ideas for that, or any more questions, feel free. Advice, questions, curiosity, you know the bit. So feel free to send it in. Until next time, thanks guys.